Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, made possible by our exclusive community at patreon.com. Regular viewer of our video series will please visit patreon.com/RBDR today. And if you don't know why, we'll give you a hint or two at the end of today's video. For as long as any of us can remember, Nielsen has been the research company that is most associated by the public with the research industry, even if the public really couldn't necessarily explain the work that research does. Well, maybe something about the TV business and ratings and all that stuff. Well, today, explaining everything Nielsen does would be a task even for me, given all the research sectors that the global conglomerate has dipped its toes into in recent decades. When you're as large as Nielsen, a $9 billion research organization through the end of 2017, and your business interests are as diversified as Nielsen's have become, one might think that serious business downturns were avoidable. That's not true, at least not now, for Nielsen. The company doesn't immediately come to mind either in terms of being the subject of a corporate raider. But that's also happening. After 2 consecutive quarters in which one of its bread and butter business segments has turned in red ink results, there is a potentially epic turn in the company's fortunes that took place this week. Nielsen's stock price plunged in excess of 24% during one day during July, and the price has remained there ever since. Financials for the second quarter had come in under expectations, and E-Trade explained and described them as a stark vertical descent. Operating income was cut in half and net income fell 45%. Now that forced Chairman Mitch Barnes to announce his retirement effective the end of 2018. And in stepped hedge fund Elliott Management Corporation, which acquired an 8.4% stake in Nielsen Holdings, valued at $660 million. And it has the intention of pressuring Nielsen management to make some important changes in order to increase the profitability, perhaps even by forcing sale of pieces or all of the company. Nielsen management has hired J.P. Morgan to help with the strategic review, and that usually translates to either a substantial restructuring or maybe even more likely, in my mind, finding a buyer that's willing to open its wallet widest. Nielsen's share price took a 12% leap this week when it became public that Elliott Management's ownership stake had actually taken place. Now, what's happening inside Nielsen business-wise is best explained in a blog I saw from Forbes by independent media consultant Brad Adgate. This year, he noted, Nielsen has the ignominious distinction of being the third worst performer in the S&P 500. Nielsen's watch division, known many moons ago as Nielsen Media, that's TV, radio, and the like, has maintained its relevance with its customer base, and faced for decades with a bevy of whack-a-mole competitors, it has actually improved its offerings. Its second quarter revenues improved 4.5%, and its operating profit jumped 4%. But the real problem for the Nielsen company is its buy division. And this is the group that measures what is sold in stores, both in aggregate, by category, and by individual shoppers. Consumers are increasingly buying more online and in specialty stores rather than the traditional brick-and-mortar outlets that Nielsen is best known for tracking. The buy group's competition, particularly Information Resources, Inc., is far broader and advanced in its customer options than the operations that nip at the heels of the watch group. The buy group's Q2 revenues were off 4% from a year ago, and the operating loss was $3 million. Total Nielsen revenue for this year is now expected to be just 1%, and that is after an early target of 3% for 2018. Now, Elliott Management's specific suggestions to Nielsen management about how to boost the share price and the value of the whole or pieces of the enterprise are really not fully formed, but these guys are after a big payday. It might involve selling the buy division, raising a gigantic amount of money, but at the risk of damaging the watch group by depriving it of an invaluable partner. However, Is there a research organization out there that would find adding parts of Nielsen to its portfolio appealing and financially a potential windfall? It's really not clear. It might make sense as opposed to spinning off a division or two from Nielsen to an investment-oriented third party. With so much at stake and financial games that will play out to make the rich and powerful even more so, I think we're going to have a front row seat to an attractive soap opera type situation and in the foreseeable future. That's your Research Business Daily Report, made possible by members of our exclusive community on the crowdfunding platform known as Patreon.com. Special thanks to all of our current patrons. They joined our viewer group and became patrons because they value what we do every Monday through Thursday of most weeks. And they see that RBDR brings value to them and to the industry at large. We also want to thank our latest patrons, Jim Heisler and Jay Luttrell. Now, if you'd like to join the community and potentially access exclusive RBDR perks and services, all you have to do is visit patreon.com/RBDR. Now, I want to explain again that it doesn't matter how big your research organization is, and it doesn't matter the kind of research you do, nor does it matter if you're on the client or on the supplier side. And geographic location, well, that is completely irrelevant. Our videos are seen worldwide, and if you are one of those people, whether you're in the United States or anywhere else, who are watching us on a regular basis, please, if you'd like to see our videos continue, you need to get involved. There are any number of reasons to become a patron, but if you are already a viewer, you're getting value out of this, because otherwise you wouldn't be watching it with any regularity. So, please visit patreon.com/RBDR and do so today. I thank you for that situation and for taking it upon yourself to do it. Have a great research day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.